Hello everyone, I'm Rosabel Martínez Roig from University of Alicante, and now I will be presenting the supporting students with functional diversities in digital learning environments, but in a face-to-face approach module. Let's go. So first of all, we need to know which are the digital challenges for diverse learners nowadays. So these challenges have been classified among access, the difficulty navigating inaccessible websites or using incompatible assistive technologies, engagement, struggle to participate in online discussions or collaborative digital activities, comprehension, challenges understanding multimedia content without proper alternatives or descriptions, and finally, assessment, barriers in completing online exams or submitting digital assignments. So these will be the main challenges, the most important challenges students with some kind of functional diversity may be facing when using digital environments. Okay, so which are the strategies and solutions we are proposing for these challenges? In the in first place, the Universal Design for Learning, UDL. This is a really interesting pedagogical approach that focuses in multiple means of representation, providing information in various formats like text, audio, video, and interactive elements. Then multiple means of action and expression, allowing students to demonstrate knowledge through diverse methods, writing, speaking, visual presentations, and finally, multiple means of engagement, offering various ways to interact with content, self-tasks, modules, group discussions, hands-on projects. So it's really important to know that this UDL approach, its main key aspect is that we are not adapting the lessons for these students with disability, but we are doing a completely adapted lesson plan for everyone. It's like universal design for everyone. We are not differentiating these groups of people, but we are doing a universal adaptive design of lessons plans for everyone. The second aspect of these assistive technologies, the second aspect of these strategies and solutions would be using assistive technologies. The first one would be screen readers, that are devices that convert digital text to speech for visually impaired users. Then alternative keyboards, customized layouts for users with mobility impairments. Then speech recognition, allow voice control for navigation and text input, and closed captions, provide text versions of audio content for hearing impaired users. So it's really important to note that this assistive technology may enable students to attend face-to-face lessons, face-to-face modules, but being adapted for them using these assistive technologies. Then the next strategy and solution we are proposing is the curricular adaptation. This is a main aspect of a proper inclusive education in higher institutions, because this is like one of the most exponents of really inclusive curricular access, of really inclusive curricular lessons. So in which aspect we can adapt our lessons for our students with the functional diversity. So in terms of time, we can offer flexible deadline options and extensions for assignments, taking into account the needs of learners. Then in terms of format, we can allow different delivery formats, such as audio files, video, or digital presentations. Evaluation, we can adapt assessments so that they are accessible and suit the different ways in which students can demonstrate their learning. And of course, support, provide technical and human support to help learners access and use digital tools. So these four aspects may produce a proper and a complete curricular adaptation for these students with disability or any kind of personal problem or economical outcome problem. So this would help us to have a proper academical development in a higher education, in a face-to-face higher education. Of course, these past three strategies that we are proposing wouldn't be possible without the institutional support strategies. So institutions here are really important, are key for the correct development of these past strategies. So in the first one, policy development is fundamental because we can develop comprehensive accessibility guidelines for all digital content and platforms, ensuring inclusive access for all learners in a universal way that we were explaining. Staff training, implementing ongoing professional development programs for staff on digital accessibility and inclusive teaching practices. Resource allocation, invest in accessible technologies and provide adequate resources for dedicated support staff to assist diverse learners. And continuous improvement, regularly assess and update these digital accessibility practices, fostering a culture of ongoing improvement and inclusivity. So these policies need to be implemented, but at the same time, they need to be assessed just to ensure that we are going on the right way, we are going in the right sense of working. So this needs to be assessed and, of course, modified if necessary. Now we are very glad to present a case study of successful implementations. In our case, in our university, University of Alicante, we are proud to announce that we have the Student Support Center, which is a center completely dedicated to helping students of many levels, psychological levels, social levels, students with disabilities, and all this kind of situation or difficult situation that they can face. Also on an employment level and also on a curricular level, because they are the ones who manage these curricular adaptations we were explaining just a few minutes before. Then it's really important to know that we have a really easy access of this center because through the students' virtual campus, without the need to attend in person, and facilitating universal access to its services for all the students. So we don't have the necessity to attend the need, sorry, to attend the center just in one click in our virtual campus application. We are inside of the services of this center and we can manage all our needs and problems with them. And then, of course, we have, on the other hand, the Digital Accessibility Office, which is a specific unit dedicated to ensure the digital accessibility of the university's curricular and administrative classes and content. So they manage any kind of curriculum access adaptations, just like adapting PowerPoint presentations, adapting Word documents, adapting official documents for everyone to read them easily. So they are managing all these aspects. So at the same time, we have some example of best practices, just like recommendations we should follow to help the most these students. For instance, flexibility, offer a variety of learning styles and activities, just following the path of universal design we were explaining just a few minutes before. Clear communication with them, being really clear with them, with their possibilities, with their kind of assessment we are going to do with them. Of course, trying to engage them the most for the lessons, encouraging participation and interaction through group work and discussions. Group work and collaborative learning are key aspects here. And finally, some kind of regular check-ins just to ensure that we are doing a good job and trying to update, providing opportunities to ask questions and receive feedback. So what do we recommend here? What do we should do to become a good teacher, a good inclusive higher education institution? We should educate ourselves, learning about digital accessibility and the diverse needs of your students, advocate, push for institutional policies and resources to support digital inclusion. Of course, sometimes this is really difficult, but if we have the chance, if we have the opportunity to implement or at least propose some institutional policies, we are the right to do this, and it's really important for us and for our students that we fight for them. Implement, apply accessibility principles in your own digital teaching practices and also in face-to-face digital practices, sorry, face-to-face teaching practices. And finally, collaborate. We work with colleagues and students to continually improve digital accessibility using this networking, these workshops, this collaborative learning among the students and also among colleagues at your higher education institution. Okay, so this will be all from my side. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and I'm here for any doubt or question you'd like to ask. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care.